Welcome to Peak Analytics.
Today, we're paying tribute to Rick Derringer, the rock guitar icon behind Hang On Sloopy and Rock and Roll, Hoochie, who passed away just days ago. From his cause of death to his age, family, children, wife, net worth, lifestyle, and biography, we're diving into the life of a man whose riffs defined classic rock. Whether you're a McCoy's fan, jam to his solo hits, or respect his work with Weird Al and the Winter Brothers, this video's for you. So, grab a cold one, crank the volume, and let's celebrate Rick Derringer's incredible legacy. Before we dive in, if this hits home, smash that like button, share this video with your rock and roll crew, and hit that subscribe button with the bell so you never miss a drop. Let's keep the spirit of classic rock alive. Let's start with the news that's left fans reeling. Rick Derringer passed away on May 26, 2025, at 8:09 p.m. in Ormond Beach, Florida, at Advent Health ICU, surrounded by his wife, Genda Derringer, and close friend and caretaker, Tony Wilson. He was 77 years old. According to Genda, Rick died peacefully after being taken off life support following a medical episode, with reports suggesting his heart gave out. Posts from users like at Ha286251 and at Jazzy Keiko cite complications from a triple bypass surgery 2 months prior, while at Treesmithreel mentions diabetes as a factor. No official autopsy details have been released, but his history of heart issues and type 2 diabetes, combined with the sudden nature of his passing, points to cardiovascular complications. Tributes flooded in from Joe Bonamassa, Edgar Winter, and John Corabi, who called him a brilliant guitarist who blew me away every time. Ex-users like at Netamike and at Lindatritz mourned his loss, hailing him as a guitar legend. The rock community, from fans to peers, is grieving a true pioneer. Rick's age and background. Born Richard Dean Zerringer on August 5, 1947, in Salina, Ohio, and raised in Fort Recovery, Rick was 77 at the time of his passing. A Leo, his fiery passion for music shone through his 6-decade career. Standing at 5 feet 4 inches and weighing around 70 kilograms, Rick's compact frame belied his larger-than-life stage presence, with dark hair and a youthful vibe that earned him the "eternal boy" image, as noted by Jazzy Keiko on X. His real name, Zerringer, was changed to Derringer early in his career, inspired by his label's logo resembling the small pistol, a nod to his sharp, explosive style. Who was his family? Rick was the son of John Otto Zerringer, a section foreman on the Nickel Plate Railroad, and Janice Levine Thornburg, a homemaker. His uncle, Jim Thornburg, a local guitarist and singer, sparked his love for music, teaching him guitar in their kitchen. Rick had a brother, Randy Zerringer, later Randy Zed, who played drums in the McCoys. After their parents moved to Union City, Indiana, during Rick's 8th grade, he and Randy formed the band that would become the McCoys. Details about other siblings or extended family are scarce, as Rick kept his personal life private, focusing on his music and immediate loved ones. Did he have children? Rick had one daughter, Mallory Derringer, born in April 1992 to his then-wife Diane Derringer. Some sources mention 2 other children, Laurie and Martin, who contributed to his Christian music albums Aiming for Heaven, 2001, and Winter Wonderland, 2004. However, it's unclear if they are biological children or stepchildren from his marriage to Genda, as records are inconsistent. Mallory is the only confirmed child, and no public details exist about her current life or career. Rick's family projects, like the Derringers band with Genda and possibly Laurie and Martin, showed his commitment to blending faith and music with those closest to him. Who was his wife? Rick was married to Genda Derringer, born Brenda Jean Hall, at the time of his death, a partnership that lasted decades and defined his later years. Genda, a singer and co-writer, collaborated on albums like Knighted by the Blues, 2009, and Rock the Yacht, 2023, sharing vocals and creative duties. They met after Rick's earlier marriages and bonded over music and faith, producing Christian albums and the Asia Project, covering Chinese hits like Mouse Loves Rice. Gender was by his side when he passed, calling him her soulmate, in a statement to TMZ. Rick's first marriage was to music journalist Liz Derringer, a celebrated rock and roll union that ended in divorce after several years. He then married Liz Brewer for 22 years before marrying Gender. Gender's presence brought stability, and the shared evangelical Christian beliefs, embraced in 1997, shaped their music and life. What was his net worth? Estimates peg Rick's net worth at $500,000 at the time of his death, though some sources claim up to $1 million. His wealth came from a prolific career. The McCoys, Hang On Sloopy, solo hits like Rock and Roll, Hoochie Coo, production for Weird Al Yankovic's Grammy-winning Eat It, and Fat, and session work with Steely Dan, Alice Cooper, and Cyndi Lauper. Royalties from Hang On Sloopy, Ohio's official rock song, and Sinks in Dazed and Confused and Stranger Things added steady income. However, financial setbacks hit hard. Foreclosures on 2 Ellenton, Florida, properties in 2010 and another home in 2014, with unpaid debts of $45,119. His pivot to smooth jazz, Christian music, and tours with Ringo Starr's all-star band kept him afloat. A modest $500,000 reflects his boom-and-bust career, bolstered by a YouTube channel with 15,000 subscribers and live performances into his 70s. Rick's lifestyle was a mix of rock star flair and down-to-earth grit. He lived in Ormond Beach, Florida, at the time of his death, a quieter setting after years in bustling music hubs. Earlier, he owned homes in Ellenton, Florida, lost to foreclosure, and toured globally, from Japan with Edgar Winter to Germany with Ringo Starr. His prized possession was a 1993 Ford Mustang, a yellow convertible with chrome wheels and a black power top, valued at $20,000, reflecting his love for classic American style. Rick's Instagram and YouTube showcased live gigs, studio sessions, and faith-driven projects with Gender, like their 2013 Asia project. A wrist tattoo hinted at his rock and roll edge, but his later years focused on health, managing diabetes and recovering from heart surgery, and family. He loved traveling, performing anti-bullying concerts in 2019, and exploring new music styles, from jazz fusion to Christian rock. Now, let's dive into Rick's biography, a saga of teenage stardom and enduring influence. Born in Salina, Ohio, Rick grew up in Fort Recovery, immersed in his parents' record collection. At 9, he got a harmony guitar and Mickey Baker's jazz book, mastering chords overnight. By 14, he and brother Randy formed the McCoys, initially Rick and the Raiders, in Union City, Indiana. In 1965, at 17, they recorded Hang On Sloopy, a #1 hit that dethroned the Beatles, Yesterday, on the Billboard Hot 100. The McCoys toured with the Beach Boys and the Animals, dropping hits like Fever and Come On, Let's Go. In 1969, Rick joined Johnny Winter's band, Johnny Winter, and producing and playing on gold and platinum albums. His Rock and Roll, Hoochie Coo, first recorded with Winter, became a solo hit in 1973 on All American Boy, reaching number 23 and defining his gritty style. Rick's work with Edgar Winter's group produced 1973's Frankenstein and Free Ride, both chart toppers, earning a Grammy nod. His solo career peaked with All American Boy but continued with albums like Spring Fever, 1975, and Derringer, 1976. In the 70s and 80s, he played on Alice Cooper's Killer, Steely Dan's Katie Lead and Gaucho, and Todd Rundgren's albums. His production for Weird Al Yankovic's Eat It and Fat won 2 Grammys, while Real American for WWF's The Wrestling album became a cultural touchstone, used by Barack Obama and Donald Trump. The 90s saw Rick embrace Christian music with Gender, releasing Aiming for Heaven and We Live. In 2014, he toured with Peter Frampton's Guitar Circus alongside B.B. King and Mike McCready, showcasing his enduring skill. His 2023 album, Rock the Yacht, leaned into pop ballads, reflecting his evolution at 76. Controversies. Rick had few but notable ones. In 2017, he faced legal trouble for carrying a loaded gun on a Delta flight from Cancun to Atlanta, a rare public misstep he attributed to oversight. Financially, the 2008 to 2014 foreclosures exposed vulnerabilities, with court records showing missed payments and lost properties. Some fans criticized his shift from hard rock to smooth jazz and Christian music, but Rick defended it, telling Guitar Player in 2024, "I'm 76, my tastes change." Ex-posts, like at Linus Writing, reflect fans' love for his hits, but his later work divided purists. Critically, Rick's versatility across genres, blues, rock, pop, jazz, made him a chameleon, though financial struggles and health issues highlight the toll of a relentless career. His faith and family focus in later years grounded him, earning respect over rock excess. Fun facts. Rick's "Hang On Sloopy" is Ohio's state rock song, played at Ohio State games since 1985. He used a talkbox effect early, influencing Peter Frampton. His Grammy work with Weird Al outshone some rock peers. He performed with Kiss on Lick It Up's Exciter solo. His Asia project with Gender tackled Chinese hits, a bold cultural leap. Rick's legacy lives in his riffs, from Dazed and Confused to Stranger Things. Rick Derringer's story is one of raw talent and resilience. From a $500,000 net worth to a 77-year journey through rock's golden age, he left a blazing trail. His heart gave out, but his music never will. What's your favorite Rick moment? Sloopy, Hoochie Coo, or his WWF anthems? Drop it in the comments, and let's keep his spirit rocking. If this tribute hit you, give it a huge thumbs up, share it with your music lovers, and subscribe for more legend stories. Hit that notification bell to stay locked in. Until next time, keep rocking, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.